What's going on, guys? It's Paul from Prior Witness. Hope you're having a fantastic day. This is going to be a really quick video. I'm hoping to keep this under 3 minutes because we're going to discuss what in the heck is an effects loop and why do you need one. Well, here in front of you on the head rush does a great job of illustrating where in your blockchain your effects loop can go and why you would even need one. You know, if you've got a big distortion pedal, like let's say you got the Rev G3 distortion pedal, or maybe you got one of those MXRs, or maybe you got the 5150, or I don't know, you got a lot of different distortion pedals out there, and you want to put them in your effects loop. You don't want that thing coming in before your effects guitar pedal, multi-effects thingy, do you? No, of course not. You don't want the thing coming in after the thing either, because then all your modulation, your delays are hitting the front of your distortion pedal. You don't want all that junk either. So why even mess with an effects loop? Why do you even need one? Well, it allows you to put it in the effects chain wherever you want. There's a lot of craziness out there. I mean, I was doing some research before I did this video, and it's crazy the kind of stuff that people go into as far as how to explain an effects loop. I'm not doing all that. I'm just going to tell you what to do, and if you really want to get in the nuts and bolts of it, I guess I could do another video on it, but there are plenty of other ones out there, but they're coming from the amp perspective. We're going to talk from the multi-effects perspective, because a lot of you just run these things right into the front of your audio interface. But this will apply for an amp too. So we're going to turn this sucker around just so you get a better idea. This is the Headrush MX5, and in front of you, you got a bunch of different inputs, right? Well, your effects loop is right here. You got the effects send, and you got effects return. Think of this as the effects send and the effects return as input and outputs. This is really like an input, and this is really an output. So the effects send is going to send this thing to the input of whatever pedal you want it to connect to, and then the output of your pedal goes back into the effects return. And that's it. That's all you got to worry about. And then away you go. You have it in the middle of your chain, you can put it wherever you want. Now in this case, since I have a distortion pedal, it comes towards the beginning of my chain, but not exactly the beginning of the chain, because otherwise I would just hook it up and then from there hook it into the multi-effects unit. We're not doing that. We have to put it somewhere in the middle. And this is especially true if you have a delay or a modulation, probably more so modulation, because then you definitely want it in the middle somewhere of your signal chain. You can do that with the effects loop. Now the 4-cable method with an amp, let's say you are connecting this to an amp, here's what you do. And just follow along with my fingers, because I'm not fancy with my graphics, because I don't know that stuff. Guitar goes in the guitar in, pretty self-explanatory. Effects send goes to the input of your guitar amp. Now this would come from the effects send of your amplifier into the effects return. And then finally, your output of your multi-effects pedal, such as the Headrush MX5, would then go into the effects return of the amp. So, just to recap, for the 4-cable method, guitar goes in here. This goes to the input of your amp, the effects send. Effects return goes to the effects send of your amplifier. And then finally, effects return goes to the output. Questions, comments, or concerns, leave them in the comments. Hope you learned something today. Hope it was useful. If you want some more down and dirty inside info, I can present the details, but that's what it is in a nutshell. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Rock on and take it easy. Thanks for watching.